insourcing professional services. As Mr. Mufokeng has said earlier, we are identifying those partnerships where our young people can start being absorbed into government departments as well. The BUILD program, we encourage everyone to participate in as one of our key stakeholders, the CIDB that is leading it. State Asset Optimization Program, we are exploring participation in that with our discussions with the department. Operation Bring Back, we have got the information that where we are sitting to give the department a direction on which buildings we know that they are suitable for potential projects. So we have already started discussions with some of our stakeholders from municipalities, province, and national to identify those buildings. So we need to then get to a point where our members are also ready to be able to take advantage of these opportunities that are being identified. Fighting against corruption, encourage members to be resilient. I know it's a difficult issue that we're dealing with, but I think we're starting to see a move where we are resisting quite aggressively the issues that we are facing almost every day. And one of those issues is to make sure that we grow quite aggressively as black business so that we are not held to ransom. So the organization is looking at that. Alternative energy in government buildings, we are participating through being responsive to inquiries and also being prepared. Public-private partnership in infrastructure, Mr. Mufokeng is leading the process on the review on the public partnership, private partnership. So that will also become an enabler for us. Climate change and environmental protection, we know that there is major issues around climate change, and if we ignore it, it's going to be us that are left behind. We know what is happening in KZN, but if we don't come with solutions as black business, we won't be able then to deal with the way that built environment is going to be structured. DFIs and bank project development status, we have established relationships with organizations that are quite critical in financing projects, and from government, private sector, business as well, capital markets. So we believe that those relationships need to be matched with projects. Crowdfunding in the private sector, we are then exploring different models, and those models we apply to issues like guarantee schemes, so which are in progress. Municipal infrastructure finance, most of the municipalities that we are linked with, we're encouraging them to start accessing some of the grants that are available. So we will definitely be looking at assisting them in that way. So investment in infrastructure, we have got local and international funders that we're working with, and also water scarcity, which is one of the areas we are participating in those areas. We know about the water services reforms. We have to be ready. The president of the BBC mentioned the importance of participating there. We know that there are going to be private organizations that are going to participate quite aggressively in water infrastructure. We need to be ready for that. And also we are working on numerous partnerships, including as well support for human settlements programs. So within the Indaba itself, key documents and strategies that were presented are numerous. I don't know, there's so much wealth of information and intelligence around what is available within our sector as a policy direction that we can take advantage of. And we are able then to engage our government and private partners around what is possible. And these are some of them that we have highlighted as well, that will be enablers for us. Like I said, we'll make this presentation available to everyone as well. So just to come to the end, colleagues, the objectives were to provide an opportunity to hear our own government on programs, initiatives being undertaken by some of the key ministries in the infrastructure development cluster, and we believe the Indaba successfully achieved that. If you had listened to, we were there or online, you would have heard what were the plans for our government during that period. Participate in discussions through panels from leading public and private organizations, we believe that was achieved. Provide platform for several master classes, we did achieve that. To highlight the importance of skills development, we believe we achieved that. present an opportunity for like-minded people to share opinions and solutions. We believe we have achieved that. To highlight the various opportunities that exist in the built environment, we believe we have achieved that. To showcase some of the key stakeholders in the built environment through an exhibition, we believe we did that. To strengthen stakeholder relationships and build new relationships, that was definitely achieved in the relationships that we currently have. To support our own government developmental objectives, I think we have done that. To identify how both public and private procurement can be used and monitored to effectively transform, I think we have identified those areas. And to create an environment that is solution-based, that's encouraging delegates to participate in the built environment. Colleagues, I believe that the built environment in Indaba was able to achieve what we had set it to do. And that becomes a bedding stone for us to have even better outcomes in the 2025 event. So we are thankful. This is all the people that were involved in the organization of the 2024 Built Environment in Indaba, all of them, I mean, everyone that was involved. So we are really thankful to the team, the dedication that they had put in making that event possible. But most importantly, our sponsors, those delegates that attended as well. And I think it was a success, and the outcomes were quite critical. So I think I'll go quickly here. I'll share this. These are the projects that the organization is supporting and spearheading within the project management unit. Some of them are in different stages of development. Some of them are on hold. We've got the Samstream Solar Farm that we are busy developing in Midval that is in progress. We have got the the LPG box and LPG cage that we are spearheading for introducing LPG gas in communities and affordability packs around LPG, which has got a bigger policy move on it. We know that car powership, we're supporting it quite aggressively. It's currently on hold. There are issues there, so those will be resolved. There are a number of projects that we're doing on the water space, in the property sector, transport and logistics, road and logistics. Most of them are in the development and some are in the financing space. LPG fuel solutions, auto gas, that's what some of them. We have got also an overground project that we are developing and finalizing currently, an elevated rail system. There is an inland port that we are supporting in Tshwane as well with our colleagues from TIDA. Also in the mineral resources sector, we have got a number of projects there. Circular economy, the organization participated in the International Circular Economy Conference last year. Manufacturing as well. And then also in the financial sector around strong bonds, income tax section 12B, performance guarantee program, and also building relationships with financial institutions as well. So currently we have got these active MOUs that we are then working on and trying to extract value from the organization. So these are the events that we are looking at going forward. We've got on the 19th of November, the Bbcbe Golf Day. Please sponsor us on it. And then we'll have our AGM and year end on the 6th of December around there. And then also with the BBC, we are looking at a water summit. And then we'll have the 2025 Built Environment in Indaba. And also we are looking at the Bbcbe Human Settlement ABT Summit. So these are the events that the organization, so we urge you to support us because we can never drive transformation alone. And the amount of information that we have is only limited, and we can only get it from you. So, colleagues, I went quite quickly, but the organization is working, and we wanted to present this that you know that we haven't sat around, and we'll continue as an organization to try and get to a point where transformation is realizable. We know there are challenges, we are not ignoring them, but we have got to soldier on and work together, no matter our differences, but we need to find a way to work together. Thank you, Program Director.